Dang, Jake, last night was nuts. I can't believe we made it into work today.
You're telling me we didn't get a cab till like 4 a.m. One Long Island turned in at 10.
Luckily, all we gotta do today is interview some losers who don't have a chance of getting a job anyway.
Let's get this over with.
Come on over, kid. I had a rough night, so bear with me.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.
You better blow us away, kid. We've already interviewed some great candidates who had far better resumes than you.
I'll give it my all, sir.
So, Alan, what do you think you can bring to the company?
Well, I have 2 years' experience in the field of sales. I really believe that.
Oh, one second. I really gotta take this phone call. Hey, old baby, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a minute. Oh, yeah, last night. What do you mean you're pregnant?
So, what's up, Alan? Did you watch that election last night? Please tell me you're a Republican.
Well, sir, I don't believe my political views are even relevant in this interview.
Oh, come on. Even if you voted Democrat, you don't have the right place in the company for that.
I apologize, sir. I really would like to keep my personal beliefs to myself.
Well, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, sir. What does a normal day on the job look like?
Well, Alan, it's not really my responsibility to be your babysitter and explain all the complex tasks you're responsible for. But if you're lucky enough to get the job, you'll figure it out.
Hey, yo, Mark. You done with this yet, man? I have a tea time at noon. I just found out I have a soon-to-be baby mama.
All right, Alan, we'll let you know if you get the job. Don't count on it.
I would like to thank you guys for an opportunity to work at this great company, and I hope to hear back from you. Good luck at your golf outing, Dick.
Whatever, man. Good luck, brother.
In this interview, the interviewers showed informal and unprofessional actions in the selection process. The interviewers were unable to put their interviewee at ease by talking about their personal lives, which frightened the interviewee, putting him in an uncomfortable position. The interviewers were unattentive to the interviewee, interrupting the candidate to talk on the phone and even bringing back food. The interviewers were unprofessional in the way they dressed and asked personal questions regarding political affiliation and questions that were not a necessary requirement for the position. The interview concluded with abrasive interactions with the interviewee and further pushed him away with snide remarks and failing to provide follow-up information.
Morning, Alan. How about this crazy weather?
It got cold real quick.
Well, come on in. I'd like to introduce you to my coworker, Dick.
I'm Dick. Hello, Alan. Nice to meet you.
All right, boys, hit me with your best shot.
Alan, can you please describe a time in your life where you've made a tough decision?
Let's see. I can't really think of any times like that. I went to McDonald's the other day and chose the McChicken over a hamburger. That's pretty tough, right?
Okay, Alan, could you explain to me what you know about our company already?
I was hoping you could tell me that. I don't really know much about what you guys do here.
Well, Alan, don't you think you should have done some research prior to this interview?
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that, but I was too busy, catching up with old friends that were in town. I had several notifications on my Facebook, had to check my followers on Twitter, get my tweet game up. There was a couple episodes of Sports Center, and then all of a sudden, CSI came on, I had to take a shower, and then here I am.
Okay, Alan, could you explain to us what you could bring to our company if we were to hire you that we don't already have?
Well, I'm a hard worker, and I have a lot of leadership experience. Good stuff.
I don't see a lot of leadership experience in your resume.
Yeah, I haven't updated my resume since high school. I just figured I'd tell you about my accomplishments and achievements.
Okay, Alan, please explain to us why we should hire you.
Well, Mark and Dick, I don't have a wife. I freaking hate kids. I'm not old and worthless. I'm just looking to get a job that doesn't make me want to kill myself. And hopefully this job doesn't make me want to jump off a cliff.
Because of equal opportunity laws, we're not legally able to talk about marital status, age, or children.
Boys, it's all right. Your secret's safe with me. I know you don't want an employee that's always nagging about their obnoxious kids and wife.
Well, Alan, I'd like to thank you for applying for the job and taking time out of your schedule to come in for an interview.
No problem. I'll see you guys later.
Well, don't you want to hear what our next step in the interview process is?
Well, you're just going to send me an email or a text notifying me that I got the job, right?
We'll contact you via telephone within 48 hours to let you know if you got the job.
That sounds perfect. You boys hit me up if y'all want to drink tonight. I'm getting hammered.
Have a nice day, Alan.
Take it easy.
In this interview, the interviewee was very unprofessional. From the beginning, he seems disinterested and doesn't provide relevant information about previous work experience. When given the opportunity to spark the interviewer's interest, he lies about his resume and creates excuses for being unprepared. The interviewee's bad nature shows a lack of competence for the position. The interviewee's unprofessionalism continues throughout the interview and concludes with an invitation to get hammered. This leaves the interviewers with a bad feeling, which keeps them from presenting a job offer.
Good afternoon, Anna. Hope you didn't have trouble finding the place.
No, sir. Your directions were perfect.
All right, well, come on in. We'll have an interview with a coworker, Jake.
Hey, Alan, it's nice to meet you. If you need anything to drink, let a receptionist Pam know.
Thank you, sir. I'm okay, though. I saw that nice picture of you and Mark outside of the White House. When did you two go to D.C.?
Well, Alan, we went on a business trip to D.C. last July. It was a great time. We got to tour the White House, and we did some good sightseeing. Have you ever been to D.C.?
That is awesome. I have not, sir. I've always been interested in seeing the historical monuments.
It's a place you'll definitely want to visit once in your life.
So, Alan, tell me about yourself. Where do you have work experience?
As you can see in my resume, I have experience as an intern in the sales department of a small business. I believe I can use my skills and experience to bring new ideas to this great company.
That's a great answer, Alan. Can you give us a few examples of where you've exceeded expectations?
Well, I was raised in a lower middle class family that had no prior experience in college. I was the first person in my family to graduate from a 4-year college. I believe I exceeded expectations of my family members. I gave it my all, and I came through with a diploma from Mizzou.
Wow, that's amazing to hear, Alan. What an accomplishment. If hired, what do you think you could bring to the company?
I believe I would bring leadership, great work ethic, and an attitude that would let my coworkers know that I'm always willing to finish the task at hand. I'm a great team player, and I'm always willing to give 110%.
As I can see from your resume, it seems that you have a lot of experience with teamwork and leadership.
Alan, I would like to thank you for coming into this interview.
Thank you, Dick and Mark. It's been a pleasure talking to you, gentlemen. I have one final question. What is the next step in your interview process?
Great question. We'll review your resume along with other candidates. We'll give you a call within 48 hours and let you know if you receive the job.
Awesome. Thank you, and it was a pleasure meeting both of you.
In this interview, the interviewers began by properly introducing themselves. The interviewee was conversational and polite with the interviewers. This provides an easy-flowing interview process that allows for a personal connection between all parties. The interviewers ask questions that are not open-ended or intrusive to the interviewee's personal life, such as political or religious affiliation. The questions asked by the interviewers seek to find the necessary qualities required for the job in a professional manner. The interviewers provide information regarding future employment and the next step in the selection process. Overall, the interview should be polite and informative to satisfy all parties.